If you're running an e-commerce brand doing 20 to 30K per month and you feel stuck, this video can quite literally, I'm not even joking, add an additional 20 to 30% in revenue in the next 30 to 45 days. And no, this is not some bullshit motivational advice. This is not just about increasing your ad spend. This is the exact system where we used to unlock extra revenue for brands that already have traffic but are leaking money because of their ads, structured and also retention that aren't in line. All right, I'm so confident in what I'm about to say that if you apply everything I told you to do in the video and you don't see improvement in the next 30 days, you can quite literally personally DM me, tell me, Matteo, you were wrong, you're a fucking dumbass, you're an idiot. Like, this is how much I stand by it. So here's the situation that most brands at 20 to 30K per month are in. They're running ads, traffic is coming in, and sales are happening. But the growth is kind of flat. You try to scale your ads and your return on ad spend drops. You try to create new creatives, but nothing sticks. You try to send new emails and you feel like it's kind of random or kind of like salesy. And the issue is not your effort. Your effort's actually great. The issue is that your system is incomplete. You're trying to scale one lever while revenue just comes in from 3 different levers working together. So it should be your acquisition, which is your ads, your conversion, which is your structure plus your creatives, as well as your retention. So if you want to add an additional 20 to 30% in revenue without increasing your ad spend, this is the exact order that you have to do. The ads are going to bring in the qualified leads. The structure is going to let Meta learn properly, and the retention is going to capture all the lost money from the people who didn't buy. Most of the brands are only doing one of these steps. So with Meta's new Andromeda update, ads are no longer going to be targeting tricks. It's all about creative signals right now. So at a minimum, your creative mix needs to include static images, UGC style videos, founder-led videos, problem to solution breakdowns, and carousels. Not just one of each, like multiple angles. I'm talking maybe 5-6 different angles. So if you're running one ad, maybe 2 ads, and you're hoping that Meta is going to figure it out, it won't. Because variety is what is going to feed the algorithm. Now, this is where most brands actually mess things up, which is the ad structure and mainly the testing structure. At 20 to 30K per month, your goal is not to scale aggressively, okay? It's to find clear winners and scale them. So this is how your prospecting campaign should work. By the way, prospecting campaign, it's very simple. It should have the majority of your ad spend, completely broad, okay? One broad ad set per week. Every single week, you're going to add in a new ad set, and that ad set is a new batch of creatives. You don't touch the old one, you don't force budget, you let Meta decide what it wants to spend on. After 7 to 14 days, you identify the winners, you turn off the ones that are underperforming, and you upgrade the ones that are doing great. You put them into an interest-based ad set, which is what I'm about to break down right now, and also the scaling campaign, which I'm about to mention later. So for the interest-based ad set that I just mentioned, this is very important. Interest-based ad sets come only after you have data. So maybe you have 2-3 weeks of data. You take the winning creatives from the prospecting campaign and you move them into the same campaign, but in just 2 new different ad sets. Each of these ad sets is one interest category only. No stacking, no random audiences. These are just ad sets to give the algorithm more signals and more clarity on who to actually target. Now, for your retention campaign, you're going to have one 90-day add to cart, one 30-day website visitor, and one 30-day Instagram and Facebook engager. This is where you're actually going to convert the demand, not where you test. For the retention campaign, you're going to need all-time purchasers. And in many cases, this can be a Shopify catalog campaign with no creatives. Now, the structure is great, but let's talk about email and SMS, which if done right, can easily by themselves add 20 to 30% in extra revenue. The thing is with email and SMS marketing, it doesn't really work if it's made randomly. It only works when it's properly structured. So the only flow that you're going to need is a welcome flow, a abandoned cart flow, a browse abandonment flow, a post-purchase flow, and a win-back flow. If all of these flows aren't dialed in, they're not properly set up, you're literally paying for people to come on your website but never convert. Also, it's very important to constantly send email campaigns. So here's a rule that we usually follow. 70% of your email campaigns need to be value or educational or brand-based emails. 30%, which is the rest, is going to be about selling. That means that you're sending 2 to 3 emails per week minimum, but not all of them are going to be promotions. So if you apply this system, it will work because it doesn't rely on luck. It's actually all about data. So you're not going to chase more spend. You're actually fixing all the leaks that are within your structures. And this is why brands that are at 20K per month or 30K per month can jump to maybe 25 to 35K per month without even scaling the ads. And so if you're watching this thinking that this makes sense, but you don't know how to implement it properly, that's literally what we do. We're currently taking on 3 more brands this week for a full free ad account audit. Worst case scenario, you have a free account audit and you're more familiar with what are the next steps that you need to take. And best case scenario, we fix your system and we add an additional 20 to 30% in revenue for your business in the next 30 to 45 days. If that sounds fair and you finally want to break out from this 20K per month jail, then go to the link in the description, click the Calendly link to book a free consultation, and I'll see you inside.